Hello everyone, you are welcome on Sew with PaulVin. Today I'm going to show you how to sew a kaftan shirt. Now there are 4 lessons that you are going to get from this tutorial if you stick and stay. The first one will be how to design a fake placket. The second one will be how to design the sewed front pocket in a kaftan shirt. Now the third one will be how to fix shoulder invincible zipper. And the fourth one will be how to attach a shirt sleeve to the armhole properly. Now let me begin with my tutorial as you stick and stay. Now as you can see, I've already cut the shirt. If you want to know how to cut a shirt, then you can look at the top here. There's this link there for you to go and watch how I cut my shirt. Now let me begin. The first thing you have to do is you cut two fabrics. Cut each fabric about 3 inches long and then fold on each side half an inch so that the main fabric is reduced to 2 inches, as you can see me doing. Now as you mark the half inch on both sides, you have to fold them properly with an iron. So I'm going to press. You do as I'm doing. You can see the other side is already pressed before behind camera. The other side is already pressed, so you only have to press one side, but you have to press double sides, right? So I turn it over and I press the other side too. Alright, so I am doing simulation. Now I want to design a placket for a blue black color to be in the middle of it. So I cut a blue black fabric for about an inch wide, and I'm simulating as you can see. So do the same thing and then we move forward. Now let's sew the placket to the blue fabric. Okay, so I'm done with one side. I'll just attach the other side and remove. Alright, now I want the blue black to show about half a quarter inch. So I'm talking about quarter that you have divided into 2. Alright, now I want my placket to be about 16 inches long. So as you saw me measuring, it's about 16 inches long. Now I am going to fold the tips to make it in the form of an arrow. So I measure about 2 inches inside, 2 inches into the placket. Alright, so you fold from the marks into the middle and you press with an iron. You press well so that you get the sharpness. Okay, now you know me, when I'm doing anything, ironing is part of my work. Alright, so I'm doing simulation as you can see. So I put the placket on the front shirt and you make sure the blue black side, which is the middle part of it, is lying right in the middle of the shirt. Now I'm going to pin it down with my pins. So as a beginner, you do the same thing and follow. But if you're already a pro, I'm sure you don't need to do this. Alright, so now you come to the machine and sew it down. Sew the placket to the shirt. And here make sure the blue black color is right in the middle. Right on the middle line. As you can see, there's a middle line in the shirt. This is why it's always important that whenever you are sewing, you make a middle line in both your front and back patterns. Alright, so I'm done with the sewing. Now it's time to design the sewed pockets. So I'm measuring 7.5 inches from the shoulder. 7.5 inches from the shoulder, so you can see. Now I'll go ahead and measure 5 inches from the middle point. 5 inches from the middle point. I don't need to talk much because you can see me doing it, so just follow. Alright, so I want my pocket to be 5 inches big or 5 inches wide. So as you saw me doing, now I join a straight line through. So I have to now turn the fabric over and then put a stiff behind the pocket line. Now this is very important. If you don't do this, your pocket will be messed up after sewing. So make sure you stiff the back of the pocket line. Now cut 2 fabrics of same size. Right, now depending on the color that you want to your pocket to be. I want my pocket to be blue black, so I'm using a blue black fabric. Now stiff behind the 2 fabrics. Right, I cut my stiff about 1.5 inches wide, but it doesn't really matter. You can even make it 2 inches or 2.5 inches, doesn't matter. Alright, so you stiff both fabrics. Now you make sure that when you're cutting the fabric, it should be bigger than 5 inches because the pocket is going to be 5 inches. So if you cut like 7 inches, it's okay. And you can also cut like 7 inches wide and maybe 6 or 7 inches long. So you place the 2 fabrics to face each other like I've done. Right, now you mark 1/2 inch on both sides, 1/2 inch on both sides, because I want the pocket to be 1 inch wide. I mean 1 inch bigger. I want it to be 1 inch bigger and 5 inches wide. So you measure 1/2 inch on both sides so that it will be 1 inch. Okay, so let me go ahead and take a ruler and make a straight line through. Before that, I want to mark the 5 inches wideness of the pocket. Okay, so I've gotten that measurement already. Now let me just use my ruler and make straight lines out of the points that I marked. I just want to confirm and make sure I haven't made any mistake. Right. But if you think you have a good eye enough that you can sew a straight line, then you don't need to mark. I'm doing this because of the amateurs and then the beginners here. So you can see me trying to figure out the 5 inches again. That's the wideness of the pocket. It's so important. Alright, so now I'll put the 2 fabrics back facing each other. I'm going to sew on the straight lines. Right, now what you see me doing is where I'll be making what we call a notch. I'll be making notches at where I mark. Right, now beginning from where you are marked the 5 inches, sew through the straight line. Do the same thing for the other side. First, make sure you make a knot before. Okay. Right. Now fold it into 2. Fold the pocket into 2 and cut through it. Make sure you stop at where I made the notch mark. Right, so you open it and then you make a side notch like what you've seen me doing. Make a side notch. Yeah, so you're going to make notches at all 4 corners. Down with 2, left with 2 more to go. Make sure you don't cut across the lines. That would be a dreadful mistake. Make sure you stop right on the line and the scissors does not cut through the line. Now fold the top pocket fabric inside. Now as you fold it inside, make sure you massage it and get it to lie very nicely. Now pull inside it with the parts that you made notches. Alright, so I'm pressing with my hand. This thing is better done on your ironing table so that you can press with an iron. That's very easy. Now fold inside the other side of the pocket. Now if you want really a detailed understanding of this pocket, you can look at the top here. I did a tutorial about this. This is the same as a back pocket, a trouser's back pocket. So I did a tutorial on this and you can watch it as well and get better insights. I'm not really going to go into much details here. Alright, so I'm taking the notch pieces inside too. Right, so as you can see, you fold the fabrics over and you iron. Fold them over and iron. You make sure that there is no space between them. So the end product is supposed to be like this. The end product is supposed to be like this. Right, now I want to just sew over. I want to sew over. So I start from the top and I go all around. Now it's not everyone who wants their pocket like this, so make sure you do according to the preference of your customer. I'm talking about how I'm sewing over it. People don't really like much threads in their kaftan. Now it becomes like this behind it. Okay. So I'm just trying to see how it went. Now fold over one side of the fabric and let it join the other side and sew on it. Alright, we are good to go. So just hold the top part, of the 2 fabrics. Hold the top part and sew right behind it. Now let the sewing go all around over the notch part. Yeah, so just do, if you don't understand what I'm saying, just look at it as I'm doing it and do same. Then make a knot. Make a knot. Right, yeah, good. Now just cut the extras off. Okay, so it's time for us to tear off all the unnecessary steps. Alright, now press with an iron, both front and back. Right, press with an iron. Now this kind of zipper requires excessive ironing, serious one. If you don't iron it well, you can see there are some other puffness on my other side. Right, when I'm done and I'm doing my touches, I'll take care of that. So what you're seeing now is the interlace, right? The interlace. So I place it from face to face. Now I'm sewing a 1/4 inch on the neck. Right, so I fold it over and I sew behind it, not on the shirt but on the interlace or in the interface. Now I use an iron to press the interface. Now my interface doesn't want to lie down smoothly, so I will just use a hammer stiff, place them under and iron over. The job of the hammer stiff is to stick down the interface to the shirt. Now this interface or this hammer stick is very useful, so if you are not using them, please find some to buy and start making use of them. They make your work look neat. All the shirts that you are seeing nowadays that it seems like they don't sew on them, this is what they use. Just place it under it and iron it so that it sticks so nice. Okay, now you iron over it. Okay, we are good to go. Now you can see my neck is shaped so nicely and my fake placket is just perfect. So I'm done with the plackets and the pockets. 2 lessons more to go. The next one will be to join the shoulder, but you can't join the shoulder unless you fix the back outer face. The back outer face. So there are 2 types of faces. The one that goes inside the shirt is an interface, and then the one that goes outside the shirt is an outer face. I'm sure there is another name. Maybe in another tutorial I'll find you names of all parts of the shirt. So you iron it nicely and you put down the back of the shirt and place the outer face on it with the faces showing or facing each other. So, or what people call the bad side and good side. So you let the good side of the fabrics face each other. Pin it down before you take it to the machine and sew over it. As usual, you're going to sew about 1/4 inch. Right, so you make notches inside the neck so that when you fold over and you are ironing over, it doesn't give you any stiffness. So I'm reminding you, if you haven't subscribed to Sew with PaulVin, you kindly help us get more subscribers. Share our links on your social media pages. Help other tailors who need our help to come and watch our videos and learn. Right, don't also forget to like this video. When you like the video, you are telling YouTube algorithm that our video is so nice that they should let other people come and watch. So the next part is to sew the sleeves. Right, now if you don't know how to cut the sleeves, I've also done a tutorial about it. Just look at the top here, there's a link there for you to go learn how to cut the sleeves. Right, so I'm just sewing at the base. Now it's time for me to iron on my back outer face. Yeah, as you iron, you are massaging it so that you don't get pieces stuck inside itself. So it's time to sew over the outer face. You must always take your time so that you don't make mistakes. Now let's go ahead and join the right shoulder. The zipper is going to be on the left shoulder, so I'm going to join the right shoulder. So you put both the front and back on themselves and let the good side of the fabric show. Now you remove the front interface and fold it over the back outer face. Let me do it again for you to check. So I place the front and the back on themselves with the good side of the fabric facing each other. Right now, as I place it like this, I just remove the back outer face, and I fold it over the front so that the front fabric will be in the middle of the back shirt and the back outer face. Now make a notch and sew it about half an inch. So there are four fabrics now. The first fabric will be the back shirt fabric, then the next one will be the front shirt fabric, then the front interlace or interface, then the back outer face. So you sew it about 1 inch wide. So you pull the fabrics out of themselves and you get it like this. Alright, so you see that the front shoulder has entered into, or is stuck in between the back shoulder and the back outer lace. Now it's time for me to sew the zipper. I have to change my foot and fix a zipper foot. Now if you don't have this kind of foot, it makes sewing an invisible zipper very easy. You don't need to iron your zipper before you sew it. Just go and buy this zipper, and you can check at the description section. There is a link to buy this zipper. Alright, so you place the zipper with the teeth of the zipper facing you. You know, invincible zip has the teeth being the bad side, so you let the good side face the fabric. Right, now I folded the tip over under the fabric and I'm sewing on it. So this first sewing is just to get the zipper to stuck to the shoulders. I have to do a second sewing. So I turn the fabric and I make sure the machine is sewing right under the zipper. Right under the zipper. Now you do the same thing for the other side of the shoulder. I must first test and see you've gotten it right. So you place it down, then you fold the tip over like I've done. Now I first have to do a first sewing so that I'm able to attach the zipper to the shoulder. Okay. Now fold the extra under the fabric, turn it and sew over it. Make sure the machine is sewing right under the zipper. Now we are good to go with our zipper. You have to test and make sure it's really invincible. You can see it is invisible. Okay, now let's go and iron and make it a bit polished. Right now we are only left with our sleeves before we are done with our tutorial. So I'm just sewing over at the tips where the zipper is supposed to lock, so that you don't get any extra fabric showing at the neck of the customer. You may also decide to leave it like that. It's actually neater when you leave it. Alright, so when you iron, this is how it's supposed to be. So the next part of it is to simulate to see if the sleeve shoulder is the same size as the shirt shoulder. So you just place the sleeve shoulder on the next shoulder and you simulate across and see. I'm seeing there's a bit of space, so I'll just cut it off. So when you are cutting, be careful, because the more you cut, the more you expand your armhole and becomes too big for your customer. You can see I'm getting it perfectly. So I just have to take it to the machine and I sew. Now don't forget to change your foot, because we used the zipper foot because we wanted to fix the zipper. Now you know, posting hasn't been easy. All right, we haven't been posting often. It's all because we are restricted when it comes to funding. Now we have been doing well, posting good tutorials that are thoughtful. We would also play that some of you who are having a kind heart would drop some coins, any token is okay, into our various account numbers or mobile money, so that we are able to manage our transportation fares around town, going into shops and getting tailors to come on the show. We'll be grateful to anybody who will want to support us. If you have any questions, you can also write your comments, and you can our WhatsApp number is right there at the top of the screen, so you can also take the WhatsApp number and you talk to us. We'll be willing to answer you. So you just see as I do and you do same. So what I did was I just placed the sleeves on the shoulders, right? Normally you can start sewing from the middle side, but I prefer to start from sewing from the end to the end. Right, so we are done attaching both sleeves. Now let's go ahead and sew the full shirt out. Now here you have to use measurements of the customer. Now the sleeve measurements was supposed to be 7.5 because the person's around arm measurement was 15 inches. So 15 inches divided by 2 is 7.5. Now you make sure at the other around the body you leave about 1 inch allowance, or you leave the allowance according to how much allowance you put, or how much extra measurement you put on your customer's measurement. Now I want to make an opener, about 11 inches opener at the down. That's the pocket opener. This is where you pass your hand to go into your pocket. So you make a notch, a very good notch. Do the same thing for the other side. So 7.5 for the around arm. Oh no, the measurement is rather 7 inches. Yeah, the customer's around arm was 14 inches, so 7 inches. So don't forget to sew 1 inch on all sides, right? I don't advise that you leave for men's shirt. I don't advise that you leave bigger than 1 inch allowance, because the bigger the allowance, the more restricted the shirt is, and it becomes too difficult for you to iron and get the flexibility. So I want to cut out the extras. I just want to leave only about 1 inch allowance on my shirt. Alright, so I'm now sewing the side opener. So I measured 1.5 inch. I'll fold about ½ inch inside and leave about 1 inch. You can also make it about 3/4. So you sew it on both sides. That's left, front and back, and at the same time left and right. Please don't forget to subscribe to PaulVin. Now the tutorials will be kept coming. By the end of next month, we want to cross the 10K. We have always been helping, make it happen. Please, when you are leaving the length of the side opener, it should depend on how long your shirt is. Right? If your shirt is not really a very long shirt in terms of length, you don't need to leave a very long side opener. If not, the belt of your customer will be showing, or the singlet of the customer will be showing from the side openers, which is very unprofessional. So check the length of the shirt before you consider the side opener. Now my customer wants the length to be 32 inches, and you can see it's now 34 inches, so I have to fold 2 inches at the base. So measure from the shoulder to the base and leave 2 inches down. So you fold it as I did, and you press it hard. Here you can choose to continue with a Hermes stiff, or you may also prefer to fold over. Now it's always better for you to knit the shirt before you fold the base, but today I'm having an issue with my knitting machine, so I'm having to fold the base before I knit. Therefore I have to fold the base double. If you don't know what I mean, just watch and you will see what I mean. Okay, so this is what I mean by I have to fold it double. You can see what I'm doing. so that I don't have to knit the base again. Alright, so I prefer to fold and leave it like 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch. Now if you want to send out something to help our work, you can use the word remit app and just choose mobile money, and then our mobile money numbers are on the screen. We have MTN and we have Vodafone Cash. Both work. We'll be grateful to receive tokens from you to help our work. If you have any questions, you can leave your questions at the comment section, or you can pick our WhatsApp number and send your comment. We'll be glad to answer you. Now we are done with the sewing of the shirts, and what is left with just touches with iron. Ironing is very important. So now after ironing, it's still, you can see, still our work still needs ironing, but this is how it's supposed to be if you do it well. Alright, this is not really something difficult for you to do. Now, thanks to Apia's clothing. Apia was our guest designer. The voiceover is PaulVin, and we are both in Accra. Apia, thanks so much. Now you'll meet us in another tutorial section. Thank you.